I'm here in New York for the New York-LA Film Festival, and we had a short film that was in the festival. It was called Joshua's Soul. It won an award for Best Urban Short. And the film's about a young basketball player that's wanting to turn pro right out of high school, kind of right in line with what was just taking place a few years ago. And his parents are very educated people, and you know, they're not really interested in whether or not if he can play basketball, as if whether or not he can make a contribution after basketball is over and done. You know, he gets all caught up in the moment, and they're having this heated back and forth after one of his games and dinner, and he tells his parents that, you know, I don't think you're supporting me, I hate the both of you. Then there's a fatal car crash, his parents are killed, and he has to begin that search and that quest to identify, you know, deep down in his soul, whether or not he really understood the message that his parents were trying to convey, you know, over time.
That's a lot of stuff to pack in a how many minute short film?
It's about 30 minutes.
All right.
But we're looking for it to be a feature-length film. I did some production presentations at Paramount Studios and have some connections, you know, in that vein with some of my guys that used to do Brad Harper and Ray Miranda. They used to do Everybody Hates Chris, you know, the television show. So, you know, looking to try to connect with those guys and get it in front of them and see what they think and see where we can go from there.
Right. So, you know, a lot of those kinds of pieces depend on how strong that lead kid is, how you feel him and all that. I mean, do you have like a real actor that you would go on with, or is it more to demonstrate the concept when you're talking about taking it?
Well, I think right now it was more just to demonstrate the concept. We would be looking to get some attachments that are recognizable faces and known names. We did have Glenn Plummer, you know, a very strong character actor that's co-starred in films like The Day After Tomorrow, you know, was in Joshua's Soul and stuff. And so, yeah, we'd look to try to get some attachments, and it'd have to be some guy that has, you know, some strong background and athletically and acting.
Well, you have a major athletic background, and you're also in, you were saying for public relations?
I've been a president of a sports entertainment company for a number of years. You know, having been a former athlete, I've represented some athletes, you know, throughout the years, and I do basketball camps for Adidas and for Nike and things of that nature. So, you know, basketball is the sports genre is something that always does well in entertainment. You know, whether it be basketball movies, baseball movies, or football movies, that particular genre, you know, does well. You know, basketball films always make money.
Basketball, like, actually, it really is the best sport ever.
Well, I mean,
in terms of, like, you know, like not destroying your body afterwards, still demonstrating athletic abilities plus skills. And it's a team sport, but you can be a star. I can't imagine anything matches.
Well, I definitely believe that basketball players are the better athletes just because of what it takes to be able to play basketball. You know, the continuation, the nonstop movement. You know, there's no rest in between. Like in baseball, you're resting in between plays. You go to the dugout. You know, in football, you know, there's the huddle. You know, and you're on the bench when the offense is on the field. You know, defense is.
Except you fall on your head all the time. Which is why I just never played football. I said no way.
Yeah, but
down every play. This is getting ridiculous.
But as a basketball player, you know, when you're out there, it's kind of a perpetual motion thing.
An elbow or two.
Yeah.
You know, but falling on my head's another thing.
You know, when I think of sports, I respect all of them. Like, I think all of them are great, and all of them make a contribution to kids, and that's what it's really all about. Sports is probably one of the greatest vehicles that can be used as a teaching tool.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that's really all about for me.
What position did you play?
I was a point guard.
Point guard. Cool, cool. I don't know if there's ever been a really good point guard basketball movie.
Get out of here. No, there hasn't probably. Not a really good point guard basketball movie that focused on point guards, but you know, maybe one day that's coming.
Have you seen all the best basketball movies?
Yeah, I have seen some really good basketball.
Say they were.
Well, you know, you got to always talk about Hoosiers. You know, because that was a really good movie, you know, for its time, a team that was from a small town that had a chance to ascend and go to the big city and then win a state championship. You know, so that's a heartfelt story in itself, you know. Hoosiers, for example, Ray Allen was really good and he got game. You know, that was a good film, and it had, you know, some major attachments with Denzel in there, you know, and stuff. And so, you know, with that being said, basketball movies just have a tendency to always make money. You know, they do well.
Right, right. How about though another great basketball movie? I think there was. I think you don't know about probably. You know, Jack Nicholson was originally a writer, and he also was directing more than just acting earlier in his career. He directed a movie called Drive. He said.
Drive.
Basketball movie.
A basketball movie.
By Jack Nicholson. It's totally low. You've got to check it out.
Interesting. Drive. I got to check that out. I know the one that Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes starred in was one of the bigger draws at the box office. Can you remember the name of that one?
No, actually. You know, I've been mostly in indie film since, but I can go back, and if it was Nicholson, I would know about it. And I played basketball a bit. But that means to me there's room for a basketball movie, so maybe we'll make one sometime.
Yeah, I sure if we have the opportunity to be able to do that. I mean, when you're in a city like New York that's produced so much, you know, just optimum basketball talent over the years. You know, some of the best basketball players in the world have came out of this city and went on to you know, to play at the highest level. And, you know, New York's history with basketball from the Rucker to the Garden.
Basketball city. I think of the Bill Bradley days and how they were.
The Walt Frazier days and
that's still around, man. That guy's got like needs and fucking voice.
Still broadcasting and doing his thing for the Knicks, and you gotta love that. And let's hope the Knicks can get some stuff turned around and light that Garden back up again.
Well, you know, supposedly this Italian kid's supposed to be the best shooter what's his name's ever seen. He said that.
Which Italian kid is that?
Gallinari.
Okay. Well, you know.
So far, he's done nothing. But I think it took about 2 years before he was doing anything.
But I mean, when you play international basketball and you play overseas, when you come to the NBA, it's a whole different animal altogether. You know, and right now, I would say that probably one of the best international basketball players that played overseas and came to our league, you know, and played in the NBA is Manu Ginobili. You know, for the San Antonio Spurs.
He's great.
You know,
He's real strong.
Tremendous talent. You know, tremendous talent.
Back to movie business. If anybody, I want to make some money off of it. I'm not doing this for just my hobby here. So I mean, really, a good basket. You always look for holes in the market. So you know, it's been a good sports movie.
I think we ought to do that. We ought to do that. You know, so we'll get together here. I'm getting out of here Tuesday, so let's try to do it before then. Maybe we can get together to do lunch tomorrow or Tuesday morning.
That's about the only hole I got this week.
Okay, well I appreciate the time and good luck with the rest of the festival. And
how have you enjoyed the festival?
I've enjoyed it really well. Stu does a great job, you know, with the festival. You know, we had some really good movies and some you know, the opening night gala was really beautiful, and it's a good festival. You know, it continues to grow, and you know, just look forward and hope some people can get some deals out of this.
You've been there in L.A. too, right?
Yeah, been.
See that? So you've
been in L.A. many times with the entertainment industry. You know,
and at this festival there?
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. Was in L.A. too.
It's good to see somebody who can keep it going consistently.
Yeah.
You know, that's a tough thing in a rough economy.
Well, the entertainment industry in itself, you know, no matter which vein you decide to, you know, to go down in, it's, you know, it's tough sledding, but you know, you just got to stay at it, and you know, and it's never what you know, it's who you know, and at some point, you know, if you can, you know, if you got reach and can touch the right person, then you got some possibilities where you can carry it forward.
Thank you so much, Senor Moore.
I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to. The New York, Los Angeles Film, Video, and Arts Festival it's at the top of the game. Here in the city so nice they named it twice.